Open your book to page 212. So today's lesson is to use scientific notation and significant digits. So first, you need to be familiar with the scientific notation. So if you look on page 212, the scientific notation is used in like things in like chemistry or physics or astronomy to write down the numbers that are very big or very small. For example, you have the 9460. So you have this number. It's kind of burdensome to write all that, right? So the way to write this is you can use a scientific notation. So the scientific notation is you have one digit before the decimal, and you follow that with the rest of the digits. And the format would be, so you're going to have a number times 10 to an integer, okay, to a number. And the way to figure out the number is figure out how many times you have to move decimal. So your decimal is over here. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So you have to move decimal places 12 times 12 places over, so it would be a 12. Okay? And again, now to figure out if you have to go up or down, is that if you make the number smaller, your exponent has to go bigger to compensate for it. Okay? So that's how you write these. And another number they have is you have 0. So you have 0.00 and you got 319, right? So again, to write this in scientific notation, okay, you don't want to write it in the decimal form because you have to count how many zeros you have. Again, it's a hassle. So it's much easier to write in scientific notation. So this would be 3.19. Again, you always have one digit before the decimal, okay? And the digit cannot be 0. It cannot be 0, start with 0. So it would be 1 through 9. So it would be 3.19 times 10 to the, so you have to count your decimal now. So from here you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? So it would be 8. Now, because you make this number bigger, right? Look this number. Right now it's really small, so you make from here to here. So the numbers gets bigger. So your exponent has to get smaller. So it means you have to use negative. Okay? So that's how you do the scientific notation. Okay, now another thing you have to learn is called a significant digits. Significant digits have to do with the accuracy of the measurement. So you're going to learn more that when you take chemistry. So for example, if you go to page 213, example, you have x equal to 5260 times 0.0682 times by 86.1 over 0.420. Now, if they don't give you the instruction, you follow the least accurate number of digits. So this one, significant digit, the last one, the 0, it does not count. So this is 3 significant digits. Again, significant digit means the digits are important. So these are 3. These are 3, right? 1, 2, 3. These are 3 significant digits. These are 3. Okay, the 0 after the decimal is important. And so your final answer should be the amount of the least accurate. So all these are 3. So your answer should be 3 significant digits if they don't tell you. Okay? But over here, the instruction says 1 significant digit. So it means you have to run it off to 1 significant digit. So when you use a calculator, you punch all these numbers, okay? You're going to end up with so you're going to end up with 78.75 times 10 to the 3, okay? But they say one significant digit means you have to run to 1 digit. So answer will equal to the 80 times 10, again only 1 digit, right? Times 10 to the 3. So x will equal to 80,000, okay? So you got to pay attention to the digits. Okay, so let's go over more examples so you can understand what I'm talking about. So let's go to page 214. And I'm just going to pick numbers. So let's do number 8. So you have 7.25 times 10 to the 5. So you need to understand the instruction. It says express in the digital form, decimal form. Decimal form means just write it out. So you can, so this means you have to get rid of that. So it means you have to move decimal 5 places in the positive direction. So it'd be 7, 2, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? So again, so you want to get rid of the scientific notation. You just move the decimal place. And again, it's positive 5 means you need to move the decimal in a positive direction on the number line. So over here you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's how you move these things. Okay? Or you can just enter the number and you can convert it on the calculator. Now it's because all the calculators are different, so when it comes to calculator, so when you use calculator, I will come and help you do the calculator individually, okay? Because again, I cannot show you right now because every calculator is different. Okay, now let's go to number 18. You have 0.084 times 10 to the negative 2. The instruction says express in the scientific notation. Okay. So again, scientific notation means right away you got 8.4. Right, that's your scientific notation format times 10 to the something now. Okay. So notice over here. Right now it's over here, right? So you have to move over 1, 2, right? So the exponent have to change by 2. So from here, the number gets bigger by 2 magnitudes. Okay, so again, the number from here to here is getting bigger. So this exponent has to get smaller by 2. So it becomes negative 4. Okay, because again, you move over two places, right? So that's 2 magnitude. So again, the number gets bigger by 2 magnitude. So this has to get smaller by 2 magnitudes. And that's how you get negative 4. So you kind of have to count them. Okay? Or you can convert it on the calculator. I can show you on the calculator later on. Now, when you get to number 26, okay, you got 3.200 times 10 to the 3 times 8.72 times 10 to the 4 divided by 5.66 times 10 to the 5. So all these are scientific notation, so you need to know how to use a scientific notation. So the way to enter is you enter 3.2. Now this is scientific notation. So for my calculator, I have the EE button right over here. So this over here, that is what you use for this type of calculator. So just push EE button and enter 3. So don't write down, don't use the multiplication button. It's going to mess it up. Okay? Again, calculator on some of them it will not work. If you try to enter times 10 to the 3 power, okay, it's going to get messed up. Okay. So again, so that's how you enter that. So times, over here you got 8.72. Again, scientific notation. So push EE 4. Then you push divide 5.66 EE 5, and you push equal. Okay, and so you end up with this number. Okay, now if you're going to convert into scientific notation, there's a button right over here that says SCI. So you go second that and it will convert. And so answer would be 4.93 whatever times 10 to the 2, right? But you got to pay attention to significant digit. You have to pick the least accurate, right? So this has only 2 significant. This has 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This has 3. So again, there's a 4 here. There's a 3 over here. There's a 3 over here. So your answer should be running off to the 3 significant digits. And so this one is already running off to, so this is correct. Okay, and that's it. So you have to pay attention to the scientific notation format. You have to pay attention to the number of digits. On the test, if you have too many digits, you're going to lose points. If you don't have enough digits, you're going to lose points. So make sure you understand the scientific notation and significant digits. Okay. So that's going to do some practice. So get a different sheet of paper and let's go and practice.